Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Paint Minis Live. My name is Bill T. It's good to see you here again. If you like what you see, you know what to do already. Um, by the way, we have a Discord channel. If you haven't noticed, go ahead and check that out. I'm really excited tonight because one of our longtime viewers, Cal, has sent us a really cool package, and we get to open it live on stream. Well, it's already open, but because I just wanted to check the contents. But I haven't gone through everything yet, so I did just verify a couple things inside of there. But we're gonna get some of the nice viewing pleasure from it tonight. Cal's asked me to paint up some minis for him, so he has come by and he came by and said, "Hey, I've got a massive collection of models. Could you paint a couple?" Or I actually asked him if I could paint a couple. So we're gonna do that too, and that's gonna be its kind of own separate thing. But I wanted this to be more of a mail call situation. How you doing, Tonka Todd? The man, the myth, the legend is in the house. We can finally start the party. I'm happy about that. Talk about a cold fall night out there. I had to start a fire in the fireplace again. It's nice and warm and cozy upstairs. Well, we have all of our green bases done for the Horde of the Damned, just awaiting a coat of gloss varnish over the top to kind of continue that process. Hoping Sunday I can get to cutting some foam. I'm going to take Saturday and go to the stores and get a couple of different kinds of foam just in case one really doesn't work out. So that's going to be a good thing to do so that we can send these to Canada without them getting totally mangled in the process. Tonight's drink of choice is Lindemann's Framboise. It's a raspberry lambic beer, and it tastes like adult Welshers or something. Wonderful. So let's get into this bad boy. This is our box. It's a big box. It's a big old boy. So let's get the camera down and see what all is in here. Now, one thing you'll see right off the bat is there's a whole box here of Dungeon and Lasers, like wilderness creatures or just creatures in general. There's a ton of minis in here. This was a trade for the work that I'll be doing for him. He was really kind. It's really awesome. But I love a lot of these sculpts in here. They are absolutely wonderful. And I'm excited to do something with that in the future. Let's see what else we got in here. We got like the inside of the actual box here. It's got he packed this really well. I have no clue what this is, but this matte stuff is wonderful. So that's cool. Here's another envelope. I believe that's the other half of this. Let's get down on in there so we can analyze what's going on. So yeah, kind of nice envelope with the bubble pack inside of it. And then we have a whole mess of these little packages. Very nice. Let's see. I believe this is what Cal wants me to paint. And he said he did some work on these prior. So let's take a look. Okay, yeah. He sent these to me primed up and ready to go. Let's see if we can get some shots of this. They are in black, so let me see if I can't find let's see, maybe this. Maybe do it this way. That just made the contrast even further. Now it just looks kind of like a black silhouette. Maybe we'll change the camera angle a little bit, catch some more light on it. There we go. There we go. Now we're making headway here. So we have, these are Chaos Dwarves, it would appear. I believe that's what he told me these were. Really nice, fine sculpts, a different kind of art style that I haven't seen before. But you can take a look. They've got a kind of cool skull and on their shield. Kind of this shogunistic helmet here. A very interesting sculpt done on these guys. So let's go ahead and get them all unwrapped and inspect what we have going on. I believe, if I remember right, there were also some other kinds of minis in here. Just gonna kind of shake them out of the bag, wrap them. Looks like there's about 3 per bag. So I will make sure to save all the stuffing from them. Yeah, it looks like we've got another. This guy's got kind of more of a, this guy's got a different kind of shield to him. There we go. Looks like he's getting ready for the fight too. I'm not seeing any bases for these. I believe he said there weren't any. So maybe when I'm doing some laser cutting, we could, well, I don't know. I'll ask him about it. But I might laser cut him some bases if he wants it. Kind of got a spiky, spiky axe dude. I love spiky bits. But he's got like some skulls and stuff on his armor. Different kind of motif on the shield. If we can get a little focus, there we go. Kind of different, different sculpt there. Very nice though. I wonder where these were from. I believe he told me at one point, but I have forgotten the name of the manufacturer for these guys. We've got a Lancer here with a long kind of pole arm going on. These are really nice sculpts, though. They definitely feel Chaos Dwarfy. Okay. So we'll make sure we get all of these pieces back in there to ship back to Cal. Just gonna kind of do a quick fold on them here so that they can go back in the bag. Very nice. It's like miniature model Christmas, I'm telling you. I can't wait to give these guys a good paint job. I honestly have really fallen in love with doing up models and stuff to just like throw at people because I love seeing the reactions. So I'm excited to see what Cal thinks when we're all done with these guys. We've got another swordsman here. Very nice. They're like little candies, unwrapping little candies. He's got them in these like little wax paper. Very nice way to package stuff, though. You're a pro. This guy definitely looks like a leader. He's got his pointy finger going on with his axe. He's like, yeah, you over there, go and slay that guy. Cool, cool. Looks like we had our first somewhat of a casualty here. I believe this is some type of, it's just maybe standard plastic, but looks like we have a joint break in his arm, unfortunately. Cool sculpt, though, with the shield there. Sorry if I can get it to not wiggle around so much in my hand. Cool sculpt on the shield, though. We'll repair that with some glue. Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do about that. So I'll put you maybe over there. It's a separate pile in case we have any other casualties. Oh wow, we've got some kind of maybe a blunderbuss, dude with a blunderbuss or something going on here. Very high hat on him too. Kind of cool. It looks like he's kneeling, getting ready to take some shots. Very nice. We'll put the packaging back in the bag to reuse for later. I'm gonna put some tunes on. Is what I think might be a good idea. Let's pop a little something in the background. May as well. All right. On to the next ones here. Let's check this out. Got, this looks like another maybe combo unit going on. Looks like that's his gun / axe, and then he's got another weapon in the other hand. Very interesting. Really cool sculpts these are. Man, if you got some of these guys and like some kind of interesting looking cannon sculpt with them manning some cannons or crazy contraptions, that'd be cool. Looks like a some type of two-handed duelist. This guy. This is gonna be another long page. Ooh, all right. Cool. We got looks like these are the orcs. I think I remember him telling me he was going to send me some orcs, but he's got some orcs in here. This guy's got a little baby orc on his strap to his shield. He's got a meat shield, literally. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna have to maybe do two different paint schemes or something. I remember him specifically telling me, though, he didn't want, if there is any like exposed skin on these, he didn't want to do a classic Games Workshop Greeny Boy skin. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Wave of Mutilation? It's good to see you. He's in the house. She's in the house. They's in the house. We can finally get the party started because the Wave of Mutilation can occur. Just looking through what Cal sent us, we've got a bunch of really cool models here. We've got these Chaos Dwarf dudes to paint up. That's part of his little collection of 1,500 models, or no, 15,000 models, I believe, in total. He's been collecting for a very long time. He sent me these to paint up, send back to him. So we've got some dwarves, and also it looks like we've got some orky boys in here too to do up. I'm not sure the exact range that these are from, but I'm just kind of taking them out, doing an inspection on them, see if there's any damages that happened in transit while I start thinking about a paint scheme to do for these guys. Okay, we've got another. Holy man, yeah, that's definitely an orc. Dude's wearing a skull on top of his own. That is pretty interesting. They're all primed black, so it's a little hard to see maybe some of the detail on camera here. But yeah, there's two heads on this guy. He's wearing a skull as a helmet, with a helmet on the actual skull, and then he's got his other orky bits going on. Very, very interesting line of models. This. So we've got our orcs, we've got our dwarves. I think this should be a pretty fun paint up. We got another Grot baby boy. He's got his shield is literally got like a little baby orc like strapped to it. I wish the camera would autofocus a little better. You gonna help me out here, camera? Can I just get you to trigger your sensor? Just once or twice. Okay, well, I'll put up maybe some pictures or something. After the stream, just in case if there's any one of these guys that really got too blurry. I'm just gonna put my world's tiniest control keyboard for the entire show right there. This is all I use to control the entire show. It's just that little guy. Oh wow, that is a pretty intricate little sword there. How they molded those tiny holes that's pretty cool. So let's check that out. Yeah, this sword here has these tiny holes already like put into it. Really cool kind of armor going on here. Little chain mail, little plate mail going on. Very interesting. So hey there, Todd. I heard that Bill Sylvie is he's out watching the Razorbacks right now, but he's not rooting for them. You ever just kind of poke him about that every now and then? I know you're huge on the Razorbacks. Very nice. We have our work cut out for us here at PML. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dwarves. It's like unwrapping little candies. You as one should. If you're gonna do sports, as one should, you should definitely be poking the other team's bandwagon every now and then. Gotta rustle up the bee's nest. Oh, that is pretty detailed too. It's even got scratches on the shield. That's hard to see, but there are little scratches along the shield of this guy. That's like molded into the plastic, so that's pretty cool. There's our fifth orc. We've got another dude with a garrote on his shield. It seems like this is a theme with them, that they just like strapping their young to a shield, literally. Just, you are my meat shield. This guy's wearing an orc skull as a helmet. That doesn't give you any. He's literally got like a bigger orc skull on his head as a helmet. Gosh, some of these are funny. I don't know why it likes to do that. Let's try it like that. How's that for the music? I'm still trying to work this stuff out. I think maybe the mic's a little far away too, but there's not much I can do about that. Got myself basically all the way up too. Is that better there, Todd? How's that feeling? A little bit more comfy and cozy. All right, we're on to our yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck's going on with all the little bars and graphs over there. I think somebody that does music production would know all these things, but I am but an amateur, sir. Let's see here. Gotta get another swordsman with a lance for the orcs. We got like a whole bunch of orcs in here now. That reminds me, I should probably get this wrapped up and ready to go. It's so fun. It's like literally unwrapping model candy. You know what I mean? Like these are little, caramels or something, but they're miniatures. I'm having so much fun here. Big thank you to Cal for sending these out in such fine packaging as well. It looks like they made it just fine. Got a dude with double axes going on for the orcs. I think we're kind of getting to the orc side of this. Very, very interesting. Hey, what's up, a nerd's nerd? Yeah, we got some surprise mail from the one and only Cal, who comes in on the live chat and is just a fantabulous person. He said he had a bunch of models in his collection, and I offered to help him out a little bit with that. And he took me up on it. So he sent me all these models to paint. It's like a ton of them. My guess is it's going to be about the same length as the Horde of the Damned to get all of these guys ripe and ready for shipping it back to Cal, the one and only Cal Benoni. So this will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely a change of pace from the skeletons. Which I think came out great. All right, cool. So I'm gonna grab this envelope, this little bubble wrap envelope that came with these guys. We're gonna put you in there. I'll show off the Dungeons and Lasers set too that he sent as a trade for the labor for this, because I think that set is pretty cool. This was the trade for the labor on these guys. It's this creatures pack of 32 models in there that he was kind enough to send. Really neat, interesting sculpts in here. Everything from like what looks like a Pegasus, some spiders and stuff, like a willow, an ent. Looks like there's an ent in here. All kinds of really cool stuff. So I'm excited about that. That is pretty dope. I have some plans brewing for it in the future here. All right, let's get down to business. So rule number 1, the orcs are going to be more flesh tone scheme than green boys from 40K, which I can totally understand. I'd like to figure out their own flavor of skin tone. For that reason, let's take a look at our piles here. These guys don't really. Some of them stand on their own, but I'm like, yeah, this guy's just a little too top heavy. Some of them are a bit too top heavy. So maybe I'm just not being as careful as I should with them. Trying not to get any of the primer off. Okay, it looks like the orcs will stand up with a little bit of ginger TLC here. Oh, no, some of them won't stand up. It's all kind of a matter of can you finagle them to get them to stand up. So I might actually just go ahead and cut some bases this weekend. I did these upstairs on the laser. These were just the small fantasy size bases made out of Baltic birch ply. It's about an 1/8 inch, and that's what I did for all of the skeletons for the Horde of the Damned. So I might just cut more of these and then just use them as a temporary base until they get back to Cal. To maybe, I don't know if he wants to make them uniform. Oh yeah, all the cool kids are coming into the live chat. I love it. The live chat lounge cats are coming back in force. So that is our mail from the one and only Cal Venoni. Big thank you to Cal for providing us these wonderful models to continue learning, teaching, and spreading the good word of the hobby onto the internet. It's very much appreciated. Some wonderful sculpts in here. I'm especially liking, there's a dwarf in here with a really cool kind of laughing shield. Yeah, this grimacing demon that I can't wait to give a try on. A little hard to see with just the primer on there, but it's like got this kind of big toothed grin going on. Oh yeah, it just kind of rolls off the tongue there, Wave of Mutilation. The Paint Minis live chat lounge cats. That was one of our good friend Todd's ideas there, and I kind of just took it and ran. So I'm thinking here, we can at least make a plan before we do much else. I do like a good dark red color scheme on anything Chaos. I think it looks wonderful. Red's always a very intense color. So we'll bring in a highlight color for that. I'm just gonna run a couple of. Hey, how's it going, Cal? Good to see you. He is an ideas machine. Gotta love Tonka Todd, the one and only. But I do love red with these dwarves. I'll put out a couple of options. Maybe we can all butt our heads together and find something that's going to work out all right. Red's a good color for chaos. We could also go with it's kind of a throw up. So Cal's really been showing off some cool metallic stuff, and this is one of my favorite metallics out of Turbo Dork. It's a color shift metallic, and I have a broken Space Marine that I did up as an example, but it color shifts from like turquoise to purple. Let's see if I can get it to if I can get the camera to focus to start with. There we go. So as you can see, it looks very turquoise near where the light's showing, but then it fades to purple. So depending on how you're looking at this, it goes turquoise to purple. I think that might be kind of cool. Especially because I know that you've been doing some metallic stuff. So that might be an interesting idea to run with. So we'll kind of put, kind of thinking if we did the color shift with like a jade, kind of jade color, similar color to the matte here, quite a bit lighter. We could do like a jade and maybe some like gray blue or something like that, and do a color scheme kind of centered around cooler colors as well. So we'll put those over there as an idea. It is a very cool color. I really want to get some more Turbo Dork paints, but it seems like the contrast paint has really taken the world by storm, and I've kind of been sitting here under a rock. So I'm going to have to, the next hobby dollars I spend are going to be on a set of Army Painter speed paints, the 2.0 speed paints, to give that a shot, because I do want to, stay relevant, and if there's things to be had there, I want to make sure I'm able to show people or give my honest opinion on them, so that you can make your hobby dollars spread much further, and learn from my either victories or mistakes. So we've got that as an idea. Now, what else could we do? I'm thinking maybe of purple. I have some very interesting purple hues. We got plum and purple. I think one is a bit more matte, and the other is a little bit darker. It's semi shade up. But purple's another idea to go with for the dwarves. I think the orcs, I'd like to do, we're going to do them with a flesh tone. I feel like this dark flesh tone, maybe, this is almost brown. Otherwise, maybe just adding a bit of like a darker shade to just a standard skin tone might work out as well. Maybe doing something with this pale yellow, like a 2-to-1 with this for their skin. We could always go with a green, like kind of green. Well, no, we don't want to do that. We wanted to stay away from green. Remember, that was the rule I just talked about. For the orcs, we could do. What other colors do I have? We could do almost a desert style camo. Best deal on Gnomish Bazaar. Oh, for was that for Turbo Dork? Or sorry, the Army Painter paints. I was kind of thinking maybe doing some kind of desert, kind of light brown, golden yellow kind of deal on the orcs themselves. That might look interesting. Do kind of a hue between these two guys. Well, not a hue, but we could do a color scheme based around golden browns or yellow and brown, period, for the orcs. Yeah, I think I like those color options, and they could go for either or of these guys. Because with the red you can go to orange, with brown you can kind of go to orange, purple you can go to blue. So either way, there's plenty of paints that we're not just using these two paints that I've put out for ideas. We're going to be running a gambit of paints. It's just these are the colors to take a look at and see what we're going to do with them. What do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking that Turbo Dork paint would look really cool on the Chaos Dwarfs, like armor and shields. And then we'll do kind of a maybe blue. Do kind of a blue. Do that blue thing for the dwarves. That might not be a bad idea. And then maybe we can mash some ideas together and go and do the red and brown and put those with the orcs. Kind of have it split at 50-50. We could use the Turbo Dork and blue and purple kind of deal going on. Maybe we'll leave the purple out and just kind of go straight hues of blue. That doesn't sound like a bad idea either. Yeah, that might be the golden ticket there. So yeah, we'll do blue, kind of a blue scheme for the dwarves, and then we'll do a more warm tone. Oh, they're slaves. Okay. Interesting. Well, that sets up a totally different dynamic. So there should be a color that unifies them. We'll go and have the brown, just the brown scheme for the orcs. We'll have the red be the color in the middle that kind of unifies them, and the yeah, abyssal in the name, that definitely wouldn't set off some alarm alarm bells right there, wouldn't? I think we just. I think we can still run the Turbo Dork in there as a cool color. That'll work. But I think if they're all mean and angry and they're kind of together, the red, brown, yellow thing here would work together as a cohesive unit. I'm kind of thinking a lot of the armor for the orcs and stuff, since they're slaves, they're gonna be a darker scheme for sure, more rusty kind of deal going on. We're definitely going to be using our friend Streaking Grime for some help with that. Yeah, I think these dwarves just need to go with our like our red. I think that'd be dope. We'll run the Turbo Dork on their shields and see how that works out. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I kind of like using unifying colors every now and then, especially for stuff like our Horde of the Damned, where our General Panic has, he's fairly uniform to the rest of the actual Horde, but they're all running these red pennants, so you can they look a bit more, and he's also got red on his horse, so it all kind of ties them together and makes them look a bit more like a cohesive unit. They all do have the same color scheme going on them though, so that's maybe a differentiating factor. So that's pretty cool. We've got a lot of models to go through with this paint up. I'm thinking it's gonna be the next kind of series here in the Paint Minis Live Creation Cave. I was gonna say some of these guys do look like they have straight up metal beards. They look like what's his name? If I can find a picture, I'll make sure to show it off here real quick. Oh, not him. Yeah, there we go. He looks like this guy from the Fairly Odd Parents. He looks like the Crimson Chin. Like a bunch of them look like the Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents. It's great. I mean, really, like, yeah. Look at it. I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera, but I mean, look at that beard. It definitely looks armored. It is super angular, very Crimson Chin thing going on there. I mean, it's very flat. It looks like he is wearing armor on his beard. It's kind of nuts. I don't know what kind of hair gel you need, because like even mine doesn't. It's like very pointy. Yeah, I don't know how to do armored beard thing. Might have to talk to Sarah about that one, see if she knows any hair tricks that we could pull off, or maybe some metal in the beard or something. Do little dwarven style beard ponytails or something for painting these guys. So that was a huge box of models. 2 big boxes of models. We got our dwarves and we got our creatures pack, which I'm planning on things with that. So thank you very much, Cal. I appreciate it. Everything shipped pretty well. We only had one minor casualty, which I'll fix up before it gets home. This guy here, we can have. See, the camera's going to be fussy again. If you can tell, this guy here, he's got a bit of a crack on his hand that has formed from the shipping process. We're gonna get that glued back together before we set it back up when we paint him up. What other topics of discussion can I drag on about for another 15 minutes? That's the next big question. Santa Claus beard. Okay, that might be funny. I mean, it is getting kind of close to Halloween. Maybe I could go and find like a legit dwarf beard to wear while painting these. That might present its own problems. Yeah, only one casualty. That's a win. That is a win in my book. It's shipping is like a. See if I can get you to come back into focus here. I guess the camera's wearing its own beer goggles tonight. Okay, come on, you can do it. I think I gotta like step it back. But it's like 1,000-yard basketball dribble or 1,000-mile basketball dribble with these packages. And luckily yours came in, great condition. The packaging inside of there too. I think this is just like fibers in a bag. It feels like shredded up clothing fibers in a bag, but this stuff was awesome, man. It really protected your models. It's pretty long too. It's huge. But great job on that. I was kind of surprised that so many of these fared shipping that well. And I also really enjoyed unwrapping them. It felt like I was unwrapping caramels and such from, like the store, like getting yourself one of those, or like saltwater taffy. Yeah, there you go. It's like saltwater taffy, like unwrapping all the little ones. I was so excited. It was great. Let's see here. I'm thinking next stream is probably going to be next week with the Horde of the Damned again. We're so close to finishing on that project. I've just really got to nail down the process on the basing. I mean, once I have it down, it'll be real quick to fly through them. But I have to nail down the process on the basing. We have to weather up General Panic over here. We've got to get him all nice and grimed like the rest of his retinue. We've got to do up some packaging for them, which I'm going to be doing on Sunday. But next week we'll try and finish that project to total completion. And then we'll start on Cal's miniatures. I haven't gotten in touch with TJ yet. I was going to line him up next, but I haven't heard from TJ about what's going on with his Beholder. Oh, yeah, no, I'm so excited to, like I said, one of my things has been, doing work like this and being able to share it online. One of my big things has been seeing people's reaction to my work, and it makes it really fulfilling. Although it's kind of a grind sometimes to do large projects like the Horde or that Grenadier Dragon, it's really worth it to see people's reaction to what you've created, and I find that extremely how would I put that? It feels really good to see people's reaction to the thing that you've poured a lot of time and energy into. Uh, hearing people kind of or watching people in the chat as they kind of freak out over hearing that you spent 18 hours painting a single dragon, or seeing all the little details on a model. So it's been really fun, and it makes it worthwhile, especially with the lounge cats involved. I have some company to be with, and socialize with other wonderful hobbyists and content creators from around the web, to be here with me to paint, and that feels great too. I can't wait. I really hope that I can get like a little, even if they're not in the frame or whatever, but I really wish I can get like an audio reaction or something, from Dungeon Minister, to see what they think of these models when they all eventually come to the tabletop. I don't know how he's going to work them in there, or if he's going to do them small bits at a time, or if it's just going to be the whole horde. But I'm excited. I'm sure it's going to blow some people's minds. He flatly refuses to adopt you. Yeah. That would be pretty cool to see too, a live unboxing. Ice cream skeletons. Todd, I am not sure what you're talking about with ice cream skeletons. Oh boy, that was a while back, wasn't it? That's a joke from a while back. Weren't we trying to decide on what they were going to get called? And I think it was something to do with that. Go ahead and refresh my memory, though. I think I remember something about that. So many good projects that and hours of painting that have gone into it. The creation cave is kind of a wreck right now. I've been trying to modify a I'll give you a quick shot here. You guys have seen the inside of this thing, but the actual airbrush spray booth that I use on the show, little free advertising, the monument there. But the spray booth that I use on the show is collapsible, and in the back here, in this gray section, there's a fan in there. I had one that kind of crapped out on me, and then I somehow brought it back to life with a little wiring hoo-ha. But since it was kind of busted, I decided, it would be a great time to go ahead and see what I can do about making the fan on that thing quieter, because when I turn this spray booth on, it's really loud. I mean, you guys can definitely hear that, which, I mean, it's fine if it's in the background, but it's really loud. Oh yeah, that's right. They were killed by Bargle at the ice cream shop. That's what it was. Okay, right. I'm finally getting on board. Okay, cool. But yeah, the spray booth is really loud, and I do a lot of airbrushing, especially on these larger projects like this. So I took it apart, and I found this massive 120 mil fan. I mean, this is actually pretty heavy for a 120 mil fan. And then I found like a smaller replacement PC fan that I had stripped out of an old PC, and I plopped it in there, and it doesn't move nearly as fast as this fan does. This fan has to be going like 2,000 plus RPM, and that little PC fan that I put in there, the 120 mil same size PC fan, is just sucking like a little stream of air, where this is sucking something like this is sucking something like 3 CFM cubic feet per minute, and that's sucking like almost nothing. But I read on the specs on this replacement fan that I have, read on the specs, like it can move up to like 15 CFM, which is a lot more than this guy ever will get to, but it's really heavy, which makes me think there must be something in here in this central motor doohickey that has to be doing something with it, because it has no control wires either. It's just got a red and a black inside of there, and I cut them out and strung the other fan right to it, and it's just not really providing the amount of power required. So I've got that thing in pieces over there. It's that's another work in progress, but hopefully we'll have a quieter experience over here on PML. Right, Todd. I think we both have the right idea with that. That's true. That's true. So that's another thing that I've been working on. What have you guys been up to in your hobby worlds? Can we just get a quick, little synopsis from you, what you've been doing with your hobby, like, or what, have you been watching anything in particular hobby wise, or doing anything like that? Uh-oh, we're getting the church involved. Oh, did I shear the sheep to make the cover? No, I didn't make the cover at all. It's actually a synthetic sheepskin. I think I put it on here because it's comfortable, to be honest. I cheaped out on the chairs, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I believe this is a synthetic wool imitation deal. But yeah, hello, we're dropping stuff. But I like the feel of it because I skimped out on the chairs down here. I think I paid $50 for one, and the other one, I think Sarah's had it since like 8 years. Yeah, so this is a chair that we've had for like almost 8 years. So we're balling on a budget down here at the Creation Cave, which is good. It's fine. I've got a lot more space and tools than most. Okay, all right, yeah. It sounds like you had a long day there, Cal. Your models are in good hands though, so you can rest easy, knowing that we've got them now, and we'll be working on them. Oh, I love Todd's shenanigans. I did manage to catch the tail end of your gameplay with the Call of Cthulhu there. That sounded very interesting. I have to go back and watch the first one. I haven't watched the first one yet. But I hope you've been having fun playing that. It sounds like things were turning very interesting. I've had those days too, Cal. I had one of those today, actually. I guess I'm not totally exhausted, but it felt like hard work. I was really kicking it into gear today. We had some deliveries that needed to go out, and it was in the rain, and had pressure from other delivery drivers that needed to get into the same place. It's only got one delivery entrance, so but yeah, I've had those days too. Well, I think I'm gonna call it good for this stream tonight. I will be back soon trademark on that for the Horde of the Damned next week. We're so very close on that project to the finishing stages of it that I'm really giddy about it. I just need their bases done and to weather up that guy, and we're done. We're that project is ready to go, and it looks good too. It really does look good. Then we'll move on to Cal's project here. Sunday, I'm taking for myself and to work on the actual packaging we're going to do with the Dungeon Minister stuff. Well, I appreciate that, Todd. Thanks for the kind words. And it is always awesome to be with the live chat lounge cats. It's always a good time. I will take a look into last year's Call of Cthulhu game as well. Yeah. It sounds like it's a big hit with people. Like I hear a lot of people talking about Call of Cthulhu's the past Call of Cthulhu and other things of that nature, and the Gamma World, like the older streams of the Gamma World stuff. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you everybody. You guys have a great night. Stay safe. Keep hobbying on, and we will see you next week. I'll make sure to put up the next live stream as soon as I know when I'm going to be available, and we will talk to you then. Take care.